Hello and welcome to a short presentation of the Skyway Invest Group opportunity. Now, with hard times today, skyrocketing cost of living, job insecurity, tax creep, fees for everything, ever increasing, it's so many people are looking for a way to earn more and break free from the 9 to 5. Now more than ever, it's critical that you take control of your finances, both making what you earn work for you and learning how to generate multiple passive income streams to ultimately become a professional investor and live a life of freedom. The theme of the presentation here today is, can 50 change your life? I'm sure many people have their reasons. I'm here to show you that it is possible and to actually show you how. So who am I? My name is Andrew Twelftree. I'm a manager within the Skyway Invest Group, us. I'm a private investor outside of the Skyway Invest Group as well. I'm a full-time online marketer and networker and have been since 2011, so 8 years at this stage. I love my cryptocurrency and I'm a Skyway Technology co-owner, also a father of 3, and I'm obviously an Australian with my accent, living in the Philippines by choice. So obviously I used to be a civil engineer. That's me in my hard hat and red jacket, playing with the big boys' toys, the big diggers and trucks and so forth. Now very quickly that just became a paycheck. Had to be first there, last to leave, 12 hours a day, hot dusty construction sites, bosses coming from one angle and foremen and labourers from the other. It was a very high stress job. I almost resented the fact that I was there, as it felt like the employers owned me. So I'm going to talk about 3 things today: Skyway Technology, the Academy of a Private Investor, and the Skyway Invest Group, us. Quick disclaimer, SWIG are not registered brokers or advisors. Consider information offered as recommendation or personal advice. All business opportunities come with risk. Please be responsible for your own results. Figures offered are for illustrative purposes only. We do not offer financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and seek confirmation from a licensed accountant or financial advisor for compliance in your country. Let me introduce you to a true genius. He's the winner of the Golden Chariot Award in 2017 for the most economically friendly transport system, and he's the winner of the Slovakia International Peace Prize in 2018. And he is, of course, Dr. Anatoly Yunitsky. He is the Skyway Technology designer. He's an engineer with 40 years of experience and author of over 150 inventions with 100 patents or over 100 patents worldwide. And in fact, the United Nations actually gave him a $1 million grant a few years ago to actually prove the Skyway technology's validity, and he did so. That's why we're here today. Now, if you want to find out any more information on Anatoly Yunitsky, go to his blog, yunitsky.com. So let's have a look at some of the Skyway technology. We have a Unicon, which is a driverless container movement system. We have the UniTruck, which is a loose freight or pallet cargo moving solution. We've got the cold storage, which goes along with the container. We've got the Unibike, which is a tourist attraction. We actually have developed a Unimobile, which is an electric car for disabled people. We have the Uniwind, which is like the cable car up in the mountains. And we have the Unibus, and more importantly, this is the model that I'm excited about, as well as the high speed, but the 3-segment Skyway in Adelaide, my hometown. We have trams, and they take up the inside lane of the road, and you actually catch the tram from the medium strip. Now those trams actually move with traffic and have to stop at traffic lights, so they're not only slow to get to their destination, but they block up the traffic. Imagine catching it still from the medium strip, but you go up an elevator or staircase to a platform, catching a Skyway, and then zoop, off it goes directly to the next station without being impeded. All right, now because it's up in the air, you actually gain back a lane of traffic underneath it, so the traffic moves better as well as the public transport people. So very, very exciting, and we've got projects rolling out right now. So the next one is the high-speed train. Now this luxury model was released at the InnoTrans Expo just last year. It's a 6-seater luxury working prototype. Now, obviously, when we go to commercialise this product, they'll be bigger and have a larger carrying capacity. With the high-speed technology, we have the ability to build what we call linear cities. All the services will be in the towers, like schools, hospitals, shopping centres. Everything will be in these towers, and around the towers, within walking distance, will be eco-friendly housing. And we've also developed a 1.5 tonne carrying capacity drone. Initially, when Skyway first started, they had a vision of developing a unibus, which would be kind of the bus replacement, the unibike, and a couple of cargo units. All of these other systems have been an afterthought, and we are actually now co-owners, or if you're looking at this the first time, you can become a co-owner of all of this technology. Let's have a look at some of the expos that they've been displaying the products at in the last year alone. They've been at the Railway Tech in Indonesia. They've been at the Future Cities Expo in Dubai. That was in April. Now, coincidentally enough, Yunitsky made some major deals while he was at that expo. That is why we are constructing in the UAE at the very moment. They were at the Congress exhibit in Singapore. They were actually in the INVA Expo in Russia. That's where they revealed the disabled electric car. And the InnoTrans Expo in Germany, which is only run every 2 years, and it is a massive public transport expo for both trains, buses, and anything public transport. Now, that is where we revealed our working prototype, and that's Dr. Yunitsky hugging his dream right there. So a little bit of a competitor analysis. Our Skyway system will run up to about 500 kilometres an hour, very high safety, and the cost per kilometre to build will be around 3 to 8 million. All right, it's economically friendly, and the beautiful part is we can build it on any terrain. Now, we've got other models like the magnetic levitation, the Hyperloop, and the monorail. You can look at the cost per kilometre to build. It's over 10 times the cost than it will cost a Skyway project to be built. All of these other projects need to be built on flat ground. So we have it over all of our competition in 2 main areas: cost of construction and accessibility. We can build it anywhere. So I think that's a pretty significant competitor advantage. So you can become a co-owner of this technology, which will be built globally. So let me introduce you to our Skyway Invest Group CEO. His name is Andre Harato. He is a professional investor. He's a self-made multi-millionaire. He's the founder of the Skyway Invest Group, us, the creator of the Academy of a Private Investor, and he's also a finance and investment business coach. Now, Andre had the Academy of a Private Investor training course. One of his students came to him with the Skyway technology as an investment opportunity and asked him to run it through his 7-point checklist when reviewing an investment opportunity. Now, Skyway got top marks in every category. That's when Andre Harato actually sought out Dr. Yunitsky and struck up a deal to actually help crowdfund to develop the technology. So Andre has a huge responsibility to help crowdfund for 2 testing facilities. The testing facilities help to test and certify the transportation so it's safe to use for both human and cargo. This is where we could use everyone's help. No matter what country you're from, this will be the biggest global project we've ever seen. So this is Eco Techno Park in Belarus. It is the first testing facility. It's built on 36 hectares of land in Belarus. Now, all of the construction was built 100% from crowdfunding. As you can see, there's several buildings there and several types of track. We've got the rigid, the semi-rigid, the slack line, and there are several different passenger and cargo models that have been tested and certified there. Next, this is a computer image of the Innovation Centre in Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates. This is our other testing facility, which is under construction as we speak. It's on a 3-kilometre long block of land. This also will be built 100% from crowdfunding. This is when just after they started, or they snipped the ribbon to start construction. And here is Unitsky having an interview on the site. Now you can see in the background many footings have been laid. It's under construction as we speak. Now the other project of note is Moscow. Now Moscow will have 250 kilometres of track connecting 5 airports whilst ring routing the city. It will be a highly profitable Skyway owned and operated track, and the construction is being funded 100% from crowdfunding. Now, as you can see, there's Moscow in the middle there, and the track will circumvent it. This project alone will give Skyway the financials they need to go to IPO. Now, back in 2014, Unitsky and Andre Gerardo came up with a deal to help crowdfund for the development of this from a dream to reality. Back in 2014, they started engineering and building and construction at Ecotechno Park. They've got certification on several models. The Unibus, the Unibike, and several of the cargo ones are all certified for construction right now. This is why the first project in the UAE is undergoing as we speak, and the Moscow project is contracted and ready to go. They are in planning at this stage. So once the Moscow project is completed, which will happen likely this year, we will have the financials we need to go to initial public offering. Currently, we are in stage 13 out of 15 stages in the Skyway technology. So we have the opportunity to become involved now, right before technology adoption, but still at pre-launch discounts. Very, very exciting. We have over 300 signed agreements with 17 countries around the world. So we have a lineup of contracts to start building. We have already raised over $100 million out of the 200 million required, and the really exciting part is that this technology is fully transferable. So whilst the Moscow project is underway, other projects will start popping up around the world concurrently. So this rollout will be very quick. So let's give you an example of how we can make some money out of this. One of our educational products is $50 one time. For participating in the educational package, you actually get 1,100 equity shares in the Skyway technology. So pre means before, IPO means initial public offering, and it will be on the London Stock Exchange. And private equity shares just means that you own part of the company. So when we go to the London Stock Exchange, we will launch at $1. At that point, your portfolio will be worth $1,100 from a $50 outlay. When it jumps up to 5, it'll be worth $5,500. And when it gets to 10, which we expect very quickly once it goes to IPO, your portfolio will be $11,000 from a starting point of 50. And of course, when it goes up to 20, it'll be worth 22,000. We'll give you another couple of quick examples. If you decided to go for a $500 pack, instead you would get 15,000 pre-IPO equity shares. All right, at $1, it'd be a 15,000 portfolio. At $10, it would be a $150,000 portfolio from a 500 start. Getting juicier, isn't it? What about if we invested in $1,000 in an education package? Now, at this point, you would get 37,000 equity shares, 370,000 once it hits $10. Getting juicier. Now, there is one more level I'll show you. It's the $4,400 level. Now, this is a really significant level because you get 198,000 private equity shares and the qualification of consultant within the Skyway Invest Group, which is level which allows you to earn down to infinite depth, so you never miss out on any commissions. So at that level, when it comes out at $1 per share, you'd have just under $200,000. But at $10 a share, guess what? You're going to have $1.98 million worth of portfolio value. How do you make money from equity shares? All right, every company has its main goal to grow. As the company grows and expands both in profitability and assets, the value of the stock increases. This leads to profits and dividends for co-owners and shareholders. Opportunities like this, ladies and gentlemen, are usually only reserved for the elite. As a co-owner of the Skyway technology, you will be benefiting from annual dividends, and these dividends will be paid quarterly. As a Skyway Invest Group partner, you will also benefit from dividends, but not from the Skyway technology, but from our investment portfolio. So let's have a look at the SWIG investment portfolio. Now, this was a photo taken of the big screen in Malaysia. This is Igor. He is the investment portfolio manager, and he has a team of people underneath him that review different investment opportunities over different segments of the industry to find the best instruments to invest in. Now, back in 2014, Andre Harato had a vision. So he took $26,000 out of the company's profit, which he was fully entitled to stick in his pocket, and started an investment fund for the members of the Skyway Invest Group, us. Now, it was announced at the function in Malaysia that that portfolio was currently worth $10.7 million. So over the 4 years of investing, that portfolio has grown by 41,000%, which averages 25% per day. How insane is that? Now, they've got investments in real estate, Skyway shares, obviously, cryptocurrency, land all over the place, Visa and MasterCard shares, Facebook and Twitter shares, FedEx, Berkshire Hathaway, Google and Amazon, I'm sure of as well. We've got investments in the energy industry, the banking industry, we've got cash investments, and the really exciting thing is we own 50% of a gold mine in Ghana. Now, I used to like watching the Alaska Gold Rush shows where they were jumping up and down, excited about getting 1 or 2 ounces per tonne. This gold mine in Ghana is producing 6 to 8 ounces per tonne, and we are part owners of it. How exciting is that? Now, let me give you a comparison of the US dollar, gold, and our new security token offering, which is named the crypto unit. Now, who knows that the US dollar is in trouble right now? It's a very deep rabbit hole, isn't it? Because in 1971, Richard Nixon took the US dollar off the gold standard, and now governments and banks and everyone are creating money out of thin air, and that's why we're in the strife we are in today. But back in 1970, before Nixon did his evil deed, you could walk into any bank with a US dollar, and exchange it for its value in gold. All right, so if you had an investment of 4 gold bars, is there any way you could magically turn that into 5 gold bars without buying it or digging it out of the ground? There isn't, is there? The gold is gold is gold. You can't make any more. Yes, the price goes up and down, but that is a fixed quantity. Now, our security token offering, which is SEC approved in the United States, with quarterly financial statements, which are completely open book, this is 100% undeniably legal. Now, it is backed by the investment portfolio. So if you own a security token or a crypto unit, you are part owners of the investment portfolio. You will receive dividends after a 3-month wait. They will retain 5 to 25% out of the profits and pay it back to the members as dividends, an ongoing passive income. This is way exciting considering it's growing at 26% per day. So that underlying asset is always growing. So what do you think the value of it will do? It will only increase whilst paying you dividends. Very, very exciting. You can actually share this opportunity and earn instant commissions along with long-term passive incomes whilst accelerating your wealth creation. Now, let me give you a story. I started this with $200, but I decided I wanted to compound my efforts and actually build a team. So the team today, obviously after a year or so, is a decent size, and I earn commissions non-stop. They just click day and night. Okay, now that alone is a passive income just by the commissions coming in from the team, along with the Skyway Technology passive income and the security token passive income. There is 3 types of passive income stream within this business alone. Now, at the same time, you can be accumulating wealth. During this time, I have actually acquired 900,000 equity shares as well in the Skyway Technology. Additionally, I live off the income. I don't work anywhere else. I withdraw funds and cover my daily expenses, and I get a passive income and wealth creation. Now, that is what's possible. We won't go into the compensation plan right now, but it's fairly simple. Now, it's very easy to get started. It's as simple as grabbing a link and filling out the form, and you can open a free account. There is lots of free training and support on how to build a team and other groups for announcements and updates on the Skyway Technology, so you can keep an ear to the ground on your investment. Now, we want you to become a professional investor inside and outside of Skyway Invest Group. We want you to create multiple passive income streams. We want you to first of all gain your financial freedom, and then we'd love you to help others do the same. Now, we really want you to start doing what you love and follow your passion, because I tell you, it's a lot better than flogging yourself in a 9-to-5 job. Now, we also want you to leave a legacy for your family. Imagine setting this up, and it's going to be generational wealth. So you're sitting there in your wheelchair in your 90s, and your great-great-grandchildren come up and give you a big hug and say thank you for doing what you did all those years ago that allow us to have the lifestyle we have today. How proud will you feel? How proud would your kids feel?